Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It's been a long time I haven't done a faith-based content and do a movie review about it. So for today, I'm gonna talk about a movie that came out in 2024, and it's called We Believe, and it's directed and written by Jason Campbell. It is produced by JC Films. JC Films is known for putting out a variety of Christian movies, and they are based in West Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. And one of their frequent collaborators is Dean Cain. Dean Cain, who's best known for doing Superman from 1993 to 97. And I grew up watching that show. He does a lot of faith-based movies, and he is one of the most prolific actors that makes faith-based Christian movies. And in this movie, you have Dean Cain, who is a play-by-play announcer, and alongside him, which to my surprise, Jim McMahon. Jim McMahon, for those of you who don't know, he was the quarterback for the Chicago Bears, especially when they won the Super Bowl in 1985. And Jim McMahon, he was very charismatic, no BS. Always, he was just one of the most, I could say in his time, one of the most entertaining quarterbacks that you would want to interview, that you want to interact with. He was just a character. So when I saw him in this movie, it caught me by surprise. He didn't get too much screen time. He mostly got screen time when it was scenes, football scenes. So this is one of those movies that, first of all, I'm a sucker for faith-based movies, but if you have faith-based, including with sports, I'm all in. And I'm always focused on the message. And I feel that from a writing standpoint, it could have been so much better. But from an emotion side, it's there. It gets you. But I just feel like from a writing standpoint, it could have been better executed. It was interesting to see Dean Cain as the play-by-play announcer. I like the fact that Jim McMahon was there as well. There's a scene that I like in this movie that it has to do with one of the football players on the team, which he's one of the captains. He goes through a lot of personal struggles with himself, and he has a hard time believing in God. And then there's a scene that he comes across with a pastor, I think, yeah, he was a pastor, and the pastor voluntarily, and this is after practice. This is a scene after practice in which the football player and the pastor, they're talking, but it's mostly the pastor's doing the talking, and he basically gave them some words of wisdom in terms of what it means to be a leader and set a great example and uplift others. That was one of my favorite scenes of the movie. The movie's called We Believe, by the way, and it's on YouTube, so I don't want to give away too much because I want you to see for yourself if you're interested, but that's definitely one of my favorite scenes. You have a father who's also a coach. He ends up going to the hospital because of health problems, and he was just one of those people that he had a crazy work ethic. He was doing a lot. And in this movie, if you're a head coach, it probably will resonate with you, because head coaches, especially in football, you have to build strong relationships with your players, and sometimes that can take a toll or affect your relationship with your family, because your kids want more attention from you, your wife wants more attention from you, but at the same time you got to build relationships with your players. And this coach in particularly, whom I've seen him in many faith-based movies, he he lands in the hospital due to his health. So another head coach have to replace him while he's absent, while he's recovering. But you see this one scene with the coach and his daughter seems very upset. And she ended up revealing to him, this is when he's already out of the hospital. She reveals to him about, you're never around, or, I'm not getting much attention from you, etc. And then he had to explain to her everything. So I feel like that scene right there can resonate with so many head coaches if they see that scene, because it's hard for coaches to have a balance with family life and football life, because you got to build relationships with players and with your family. So, but I feel that this movie, from a writing standpoint, as I could say, and even from an acting standpoint, I wanted to see a little bit more effort, but I do like the message of the story. I like the theme. So my review for this movie, from 1 through 5, I'll give it a 3.8 out of 5 stars. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to go to my online store, mikesprada.shop. Also, follow me on Snapchat, MMM_sportsfilms. Be safe, everyone. Have a great Tuesday. And may God bless each and every one of you. Put your faith and trust in the man above.